Welcome to Truth, Money, and Freedom. Today is Friday, May 3rd, 2019. Hey, look at this. The U.S. creates 263,000 jobs in April. Unemployment falls to 3.6%. Can it be? Let's see. The economy generated a stronger than expected 263,000 jobs in April, bringing basically prosperity and, just wonderment to all. It's rainbows and unicorns. They're even saying that basically the minimum wage is, or, I'm sorry, not the minimum wage, but the average wage is 27 bucks an hour. Between all markets. Well, that may be true as well. Actually, that may be a true number. But this gang, this 3.6%. Well, let's think about it real quick here. We have 330 million people here. So I don't think we're at 3.6% unemployment. Now, I've talked many times about John Williams of Shadowstats, and he comes up with the actual honest to God numbers for everything, including unemployment. Let's see what John has to say. Uh-oh. John says that unemployment is actually 21.2%. Well, how can that be? The government is telling us it's at 3.6%. The government wouldn't lie to us, would they? Let's go back and see how John comes up with his numbers. He is adding up the U3. The U3, by the way, is the unemployment payroll. In other words, those who are actually collecting unemployment checks. What's the U6? The U6 is those who used to be on the payroll and are no longer on the payroll and still don't have a job. So he is adding the people who cannot collect unemployment anymore because they have maxed out on their benefits, can't collect money from the unemployment office anymore, but are still not working. So which number shall we believe? The government's U3, only those who are drawing unemployment, or U6, those who have drawn unemployment and are still unemployed along with the U3. And I suggest to you, John Williams at Shadowstats actually has the correct numbers, but it's at 21.2%, gang. These are depression level unemployment numbers. Make no mistake. During the Great Depression, I think they, as badly as they tried to, hold on to these statistics back then, I think at the worst point it was 25% unemployment during the Great Depression. We are almost at that level. That's how bad it is here. So I am literally calling out the government right now to stop lying to us. But they will never stop lying, because why tell the truth when a lie will do? If the public at large knew the real unemployment number, I think the economy would go into a tailspin. People wouldn't be spending money anymore. That's the reason they lie, is to keep people out there spending money. So what kind of effect has this wonderful, wonderful news about 3.6% unemployment had on the stock market? Yay! Look at that. The illusion. It's getting even better. The Dow is up, 103. NASDAQ is up 94. S&P up 19. Wow, this is awesome. I feel so much better. I'm going to go out and get new credit cards and buy a new car, because everything looks just rosy today. The economy must be awesome, right? Everything's in the green. But remember, gang, this number here is an illusion. So we don't go out and get credit and buy new cars based on what the stock market is doing ever. By the way, that was a dramatization of me being overly excited about all the fake data coming out from the government. So just FYI. 10-year yield. They're actually showing this on the CNN page again, so I'm going to show that to you real quick. Ooh, yeah, our map is back. Still showing us an inverted curve. That was gone for like 2 days. They weren't showing that anymore. I'm not sure why, but look at the numbers here, gang. Not looking so good. Unfortunately, the bond market is still showing us a yield curve inversion, even though according to the mainstream media that means nothing, absolutely nothing. That never means anything. Well, it sure has for the last 7 recessions. It has. Every time it tells us this. So according to the yield curve inversion, there is still a recession on the way if it's not already here. And once again, you don't know until 6 months after the fact. Uh, I submit to you that we're in recession right now, and I can come up with some numbers. I will do another podcast on this, but I'm going to show you guys how we actually have about -3 to -7% growth here in the United States. And I know that sounds really, really strange, but there's another way to actually produce these numbers that the government keeps throwing at us as what they say the truth is. Remember now, the government lies to us. They tell us that inflation is at 2%. It's actually at 10. So they lie by a factor of 5. I mean, it's pretty bad out there, and that's pretty close to what they're lying to us about here. They're saying 3.6%. Multiply that by 5, and you're getting real close to the actual John Williams at Shadowstats number of 21.2. Kind of interesting how they lie by a factor of 5. Interestingly enough, hey, listen, let's take a look at cryptos real quick, because something interesting is happening here, along with, basically all the markets going up today. So we're still in the green shoots. Hey, happy days, everybody. Everything's green, even gold and silver. We'll go to that in a moment. But in the cryptocurrency world, it is also going up. The market cap is going up again. Bitcoin dominance is also going up. This is a signal that Bitcoin is flexing its muscle. What's happening here is fiat is going into the cryptocurrencies, and it's mainly going into Bitcoin. Now, this is a signal we used to watch during the heyday of the monthly cycles Bitcoin or the cryptocurrencies had before this massive sell-off that's been 15, 16 months long. We used to see that happen all the time, and we knew whenever that happened, when Bitcoin's dominance was growing and the market cap was growing, that basically we were about to go into a bull market in the cryptos. Now, is that what it means right now? I don't want to place a bet on that, because this market is so strange anymore. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense since they came out with the Bitcoin futures markets. There's still one active Bitcoin futures market. One of them has closed, but there is one that's still alive and well. So, there's a lot of people probably making calls on Bitcoin future as opposed to puts. They're going long Bitcoin. That's what I'm guessing is going on right now. But, once again, I don't look into that market, the futures market. I don't understand it. I am not smart enough. So, here's where we are with the coin market cap. And now let's take a look at gold and silver. Look at silver, $14.94. Look how much it has grown, since the last couple of days where we had tremendous opportunity to get it at a lower price. I still suspect that silver's really close to the same price anyway. They should have brought premiums down just a tad, or offering sales now, since the extreme pressure to go down is off. 14.59 looks like the lowest it went in this particular cycle here. But we did see premiums rise during that period. There is no doubt about it. We all saw that happen. Well, hopefully the pressure's off and premiums will lower a little bit, because we're still in that sweet spot zone, 14.94. So, and once again, I am not saying back up the truck. I never advise anyone to do that ever, under any circumstances. Not with Bitcoin, not with precious metals. It's just a good time to acquire more or get some if you don't. So that's all I'm saying with that. So, but at any rate, that pretty much covers what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Remember, this is an illusion. The government lies by a factor of 5. I mean, we should make T-shirts that say the government lies by a factor of 5, because they do. I mean, they just lie. So it's easy to find the truth when you have a guy that creates this data for you and makes it public. So I have to give a shout out to John Williams and a tip of my hat. Thank you, sir. Because we all know the numbers are untrue, but you actually put them back together for us. You reconstruct them so that we know the real truth and the real numbers, and I really do appreciate John Williams at Shadowstats. Hey, listen, I'll link everything down below for this video, as I always do, but John has a lot of great data in here. And go through the money supply, unemployment numbers, inflation, GDP, and dollar stats, and we'll do videos in the future on the dollar. So that's all I had for you all for today, gang. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Friday and a great weekend. God bless you all.